Maternity Child Health Hospital, Jiading District, Shanghai, China. If you're living in Shanghai, Jiading District, and you're wondering where to take your kid for health care or to take your pregnant wife or friend for maternity checkup and clinics, you might be considering going to the Jiading Maternity and Child Health Care Hospital, which is located in Jiading Shanghai and very close to the Baiyinglu subway station. It is located on Hongdalu number 1000 in Jiading District. It is also located between the crossing of Hongdalu and the Gaotailu. Here you'll find a hospital that is quite suitable and can make full provisions for your pregnant woman and also for a child. And we will be visiting this hospital today, and I'll give you the detailed map on how to get there. And we'll be seeing the different departments found in this hospital. From here we can see the entrance into the hospital. That's the main gate into the hospital, and you can see right here that the hospital is located in a 7-floor buildings, and the first, second, and the third floor are for general consultations and the different departments of the hospital, while the upper floors, the fourth, fifth, and sixth floor and up to second could be used for inpatient, while some of the floors are used for offices and general practitioning. So from here you can see we're going around the hospital, the surroundings of the hospital. There are quite a lot of businesses located in the neighborhood of the hospital. You can see that right opposite the hospital gate, you can see a living community. That is a residential area there. On all the sides of the hospital is a residential area. Traffic is not quite congested here, and here is the underground parking lot in the hospital, and there is quite enough provisions for people who visit the hospital for health reasons and for medical practitioners working in the hospital for parking. There is enough parking space outside, and there is also a parking lot right in the basement. Just at the gate of the hospital, there is a little house they created during the COVID-19 period. This is a specific place that will help with the check of your temperatures, and also you have to present a QR code either from your WeChat or from your Alipay, which is supposed to be green if it indicates that you haven't passed through a risk region of the coronavirus. So when we get in here, first thing we pass through, we show the code, and the little instrument standing right there points directly to your face and gives out your temperature reading there. That makes everyone getting into a hospital thoroughly safe, and of course it's a hospital. Even if you're not safe, probably you're being taken care of from here. I want to remind you that this hospital is located in Jiading District on Hongdalu number 1000, which is in Jiading District, especially in Jiading Shanghai town, very close to the Baiyinglu subway station, about 300 meters away from the Baiyinglu subway station. If you get to the Baiyinglu subway station, you might have to exit on exit number 2 to get here. here now in the hospital itself right now, and we'll be visiting some of the departments in the hospital. Actually, we are not going to go outside inside. This is the cardiography, and I will try to introduce those that I can see clearly, so that you have much more confidence visiting this hospital, knowing that your situation will definitely have a solution if you go there. There is an ATM in the hospital. This can facilitate payments, but do not forget that in all the hospitals in Shanghai right now, you can do payments directly using the Alipay or the WeChat, and this is a direct scan. But most often we have the social security cards, which are directly used in the hospital for prepaid services, which can be compensated later. This is especially reserved for the Chinese citizens, and those who pay the Gunjinjing or the Serbas, the social security. And here you can see it's the special care clinic. Yeah, much more comfortable. Directory. The breast surgery department, well, this probably takes care of every trouble that you've got with your breast and it's surgery, maybe minor or major surgeries. And looking right across from me, you can see the cervical special clinic, the cervical area. And yeah, right here you can see the Maternal and Child Health Care Institute, which is found right there in the hospital, and premarital and pregnancy testing area. I will continue to lead you right across to some of the other departments, and from here you can see this is the ultrasound area. Well, we got quite a lot of women sitting here right now, and I'm pretty sure they are all waiting in line to check the situation of their pregnancies and to have scans of how their little ones are kicking and growing up strong in their bellies. Oh no. Okay, you can have coffee, you can smell coffee here. Laboratory, medicine. I stumbled on a friend here, Mr. Lucky, who came with her wife to check the situation of their pregnancy. and he stopped up shouting Harry Vista from the second floor, and I'm rising right now to meet him and have a little chat with him before we continue our video. First registration area, and the hospital you can see is about 3 floors. It's purely a maternity. Teachers, nurses, IEs, and everyone working in professions that have to do with kids also come here yearly to make medical checks. This area is the area where they come first, and they take their pressure, blood pressure, temperature, and get started from here, and before they move on to do the specific checks that require the sanity of children in kindergarten schools and places of learning reserved for children of every age. Right next to this area is the gynecologist, and we'll see lots of women sitting there and getting ready for checks by the medical professionals reserved for this area. You know, these parts of the hospitals, of every hospitals, are highly used, considering that women most often have situations they need to check for their medical practitioners and go to hospitals, so these are made comfortable and make provisions to accommodate quite more people than the other departments of the hospitals. There's a TV, and it's quite comfortable to sit there for a while while waiting in the queue. From this direction, you can go to the inpatient department, the discharge and admissions department, the pregnant women's school, the radiology, the pharmacy, the obstetrics department, and the registration and cashier. We will be going right there to have a little look right now. So, emergency, enter exit. We are now leading towards the exit of the hospital, and right here we can now stand outside and look at the external view of the hospital where we live. And I do hope you can have a chance to stop here if you're in Jiading district and you are going maternity, or you've got children, and you can come here for checkup and to real care. And do not forget, this hospital is located in Jiading district, Jiading Shanghai.